always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello!
Hey there.
Good morning.
Ever wonder what the world will be like 40, 50, 60 years from now?
We'll probably be riding in flying cars.
Or you might be living in a space pod in Mars.
And maybe we'll have grandkids. If you have the chance to introduce yourself to your grandkids now while you're awesome, young, pre-Botox, yes, Ange, I'm looking at you. What would you say to them? What stories would you tell? And what would you want them to know about you? Welcome to Dear Future Grandkids. I'm Jen in Singapore. That's Ange in Hong Kong. And that's Percy in the Philippines. And welcome, where this is the show where we take a peek into our future by telling stories about our past.
Today, we're building a video time capsule for a kids' TV favorite who spent 8 years entertaining us on the Disney Channel Asia with a strange co-presenter named Jen, who's wearing an Ernie shirt right now.
Yeah.
She's multi-talented.
For you?
She's been on adventure shows. She's been on the stage, including a big role in the musical Dreamgirls. She's been a radio DJ. She's an author. She literally doesn't age. She doesn't need Botox. And please welcome Azura Zainal.
Hey!
Hey, Azura. How are you today?
Oh, Azura.
Azura, I think we can't hear you. Azura, we can't hear you.
I am nervous.
Oh, there you go. We can hear you now.
Holy cow. I am so nervous. It's as though we're shooting the pilot of Disney Bus. It's crazy. My heart feels like it's about to pop out. I'm shaking. You guys, why do you guys do this to me?
I don't know
Oh,
why.
Zura. It's been so long. It's so good to see you. And of course, to everyone watching, full disclosure, I worked with Azura for the best part of 4 years on Disney Bus. Ages ago. We're not telling you how long ago. That's us back in the day. You know, and we used to have, when Avatars wasn't created, we had our own as well. And I just don't understand, honestly, why she hasn't aged at all, unlike Ange, who uses Botox. Azura, so good to see you. And really, what's your secret? How do you stay so young?
I should ask you because you look the same as well, Jen. Everybody in here looks the same. It's amazing.
Oh, I love it when you lie, Azura.
I know, right? Because that's what I do best. I think it's because it's all about smiling. I believe that when you smile and you think about positive things and you have good friends like all of you, that's why you stay young. I'm not lying, okay? I think about you guys a lot. I wonder what Jen is doing. Wonder what Ange is doing. Wonder what Percy is always on my mind. I follow him on Instagram, but
stalker alert, Percy. Stalker alert.
But sometimes I don't know what he does. He's just so quiet. I always think that I want to go to Philippines and just stay and mess up his apartment, that kind of stuff.
Come over.
You
always welcome to mess up my life.
Changed. Yeah, you haven't changed at all, Azura. And it's really, hand on heart, it's so nice to be back with you on screen. I think it's that long ago since we've been together on screen, and that was back in Disney Bus. And I know that, can you share with us some of your best moments working on Disney? You had 8 years there. Other than working with me, obviously, but what were some of your best moments?
Really, again, thank you so much, you guys, for doing this. I have had people, our followers, asking us, when are you guys going to come up with another Disney Buzz? Is there going to be a reunion? I even put out on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook, okay, if I were to do a reunion with the whole gang, like Jen, the Buzz crew, you guys, would you guys come? And they're like, yeah, just name the time and place and we'll all be there. So probably this is the first step. Thank you again for inviting me. Of course, being on Disney Buzz with you guys has just been the best times ever. every time I feel sad, I go back to that moment, and people ask, I know, call me sad, probably living in the past, but I don't know how to explain to people that moment, that 8 years, 4 years with you guys was just something else. I think also because I was so young,
Yeah.
fresh out of high school. You guys were my only friends. It sounds sad, but it
And-
sounds very sad, but you guys were my friends.
And X number of years later, we're still her only friends.
Exactly. Three. So, I get to learn a lot of things because I was really fresh. I didn't know anything. And I had
remember.
Ange,
I know.
Ange teaching me everything. You.
So staying on the fresh part, and also again, this show is all about full disclosures. Ange over there, the one with the Botox, Ange. Full disclosure, she was the creator and executive producer for Disney Bus, Ange.
In a team,
Right.
in an amazing team. So Percy and I, we were behind the scenes.
Yes, Percy's
doing
on.
a
Yeah.
lot of Disney. We did a lot of Disney shows together behind the scenes, and I remember I flew into Malaysia, and our boss Robin, who we all love so much, had
Yeah.
said, "Go make a TV show. See you in 3 months. Call me if you need anything." And Jen was always locked in right from the beginning. We had Jen, and you followed the production, the pre-production, and everything. We just couldn't find a co-presenter for you. We auditioned and auditioned, and it was the last weekend in a mad panic. And then Sherman was in a coffee shop complaining that he couldn't find a presenter. And then, was it your mom suggested you? And then you walked in, you were 17. You were still in your really daggy waitress outfit that didn't fit you, trying to look like an adult. Your hair was all over the place. And I remember you walked in, audition camera on, and then you smiled that Azura smile. And you laughed.
That laugh.
Ridiculously cute laugh of yours. And I had goosebumps, and I immediately knew. And I remember calling Robin, and in those days, it takes ages to upload camera footage. In those days, it takes hours and hours. Probably takes days to upload camera footage. And I remember saying to Robin, you don't need to approve. We found her. We found her. We found her. We found her. And Robin said, are you sure? And I said, 100% sure. We have her. And all these years later, we've holidayed together. We got, us guys, we've been all around. We've holidayed together. We've worked together in and out of each other's lives. I've got your book on my shelf all the time.
Yeah.
I bought 20 copies. I bought 20 copies
Oh my
and I gave them to friends.
And you made more money from it, right?
Yeah.
You
I
marked
made
up the
more
price
money.
of what you're selling.
Yeah,
By
Azura,
market.
Percy and I says thank you for sending free copies.
Yes. Still waiting. I'll give you my address. I'll chat on the chat.
Okay, sorry.
You haven't changed a bit. You really haven't. You're just as lovely and eager to learn and hungry and humble and just gorgeous. So proud to call you my friend every day, all the time.
Thanks, and I mean, because I'm surrounded by awesome people like you guys. You guys giving out all good positive energy and what is about to be humble and all about learning. Plus, I got to compete with all of you, so that's part of the reason as well.
Evil child
I knew
has
it.
changed.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, actually, she's still the same. Still evil child. So anyway, Azura, the name of our show is Dear Future Grandkids. We ask the big question, what message and what lesson do you have for your future grandkids? Did you ever imagine yourself as a grandmother, Azura?
No, actually.
Okay, now you don't have to imagine because you're doing it for you.
Oh, wow.
It's unfair. You still look the same.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Oh my gosh.
She still looks the
goodness,
same.
Oh my
Jennifer
gosh.
Lopez.
This is
You look like
freaking, you
Jennifer
guys.
Lopez.
There's something wrong with this face app. It's still registering the same face.
Oh, you look
That's
She doesn't
freaky.
age.
Wow.
There's no point using the app because she looks the same.
You look the same.
You guys got a good app. Because I tried on other face apps. I look terrible.
Oh, you need to find that app then.
Can you share the app with us, please?
Yes,
We'll
yes.
rectify this in post.
Yes, we'll rectify that in post. Something more embarrassing has to come out of that. Okay. But it's not a bad looking Granny Azura.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, face
Not
app.
at all.
Not at all. So we're going to get to start building your video time capsule now, right? So
Yeah.
Yes.
Grandma Azura, let's start with our quick fire facts. So some quick fire questions for you, okay? So where were you born?
I was born in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, in a hospital called University Malaya.
Well, you answered the second question, which was, when were you born? Make a plan or go with the flow?
Go with the flow. Do I need to explain why?
No.
Alright.
No.
Okay.
Karaoke, your idea of fun or your idea of hell?
My idea of fun. I'm a mic hogger.
Yes.
You know
We
that.
know
We know that.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Let's
Is
not
it my
go
song
there.
again?
Roller
Yeah, I
coasters.
remember that. Sorry.
Roller coasters, scary or exciting?
Excited. I love roller coasters.
You do. You're an adrenaline junkie.
Yeah.
First job you remember you wanted when you were a kid?
I wanted to be an archaeologist. First job.
Oh wow.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, and then you guys came along. Hey, put that down. What archaeologist?
Yeah, forget about that. Forget about
that.
that. Okay, I've got a few questions. Azura, a country that you want to go to but haven't.
I want to go to Africa. Never been there, but I've been to South Africa. But I want to go to Africa.
Okay.
Like specific.
Any particular country in Africa?
In Africa, yeah.
No. Well, specifically, I want to go to a place where there's the game reserve, where the Serengeti is.
Oh wow. You want to see the big five?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto.
Oh, Percy, I knew that was coming, Percy. You're such a Disney guy.
Okay, sorry.
I just-
Go to your house.
You went right in. You went right in.
You
I had
just
to do it.
exposed yourself.
Okay, speaking of that, the cheesiest song that you love. Cheesiest song.
Cheesiest song I love would be, you know that I forgot who sings it. Knife, that song. Cuts like a knife. How will I ever be? I'm so
Okay.
deeply wounded.
I know that one. Is it
Somebody
Rockwell?
has to know this.
Rockwell.
Who sang that song?
It's,
I think
No.
Rockwell.
I think it's Rockwell, yeah. Oh,
Oh my
Percy,
God.
we're showing
Oh
our
my
age.
God.
that is
Oh,
bad.
that's
Oh my God.
That
The
is
stuff that we
terrible.
know.
Yeah,
That
Terrible.
is a terrible choice.
It's terrible that you know it too, Jen.
I know.
Azura, what made you want to be a TV presenter?
Actually, I never knew there was such a job as a TV presenter. When I was a kid, I wanted to be an archaeologist, also wanted to be a lawyer. But then the opportunity came. I didn't even know it was a TV presenting job until I met Ange. So after I met
Oh.
Ange, and she explained everything, told me about it, and I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Sorry, please. So sorry about
I
that.
love it, Paige.
You would have been a great lawyer.
Or a great archaeologist?
Yeah. I wouldn't have trust Ange if she came up to me and goes, "Hey, would you like a job?" No,
Yeah.
not
Is it
with
a
that.
job?
Oh,
I dragged you. I remember I saw you and I was so, and I dragged you, even though I was like, who is this girl? You look so just
Terrible.
So weird. You looked
Weird,
terrible.
aren't you?
You looked terrible.
Yeah.
I remember dragging you onto the camera. Just talk. Just talk.
Fact. I don't know. Maybe a lot of people who's watching right now, they don't know that when I did the audition, Angela asked me to pretend Jen is next to you. The whole time during the
Oh, I
audition,
know this
thought
story.
Jen was a girl.
girl.
Yeah, I thought Jen was a girl because back then I didn't have Astro, so I didn't watch TV. So I pretended Jen was a short for Jessica until the first day I met him when we did.
Jen is short for Jessica.
Sorry, Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer.
Could you be any
Until
more
I met
Phoebe?
him. Yeah, I met him at the Jalan Inai studio production house, and then we went for a shoot in Sri KL. I said, "Oh, you're a guy." So yeah.
People say that
that's what
all the time.
Yeah, that's what everyone says to me the second time they meet me. Oh, you're a guy. I'm gonna drag you back in because I've still got a few more questions for you, Azura. Okay. So what TV show or movie can you quote the most from? Come on.
I'm still a Disney kid at heart. Hakuna Matata from The Lion King. It's my favorite movie.
So
Because I
what,
know,
what quotes can you say from the Lion King then? You know loads, I'm sure.
yeah, I know those. When Simba says, "You live here," and then Pumbaa goes, "Yeah, we live wherever we want." Yeah, that's it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh,
It's so cute.
To take off the mouse ears.
yeah,
Well, Disney at
Disney.
heart.
Yeah, through. And also, next question: what's the last gift you gave, and to whom?
I actually had to think about it because MCO happened. I mean, the pandemic happened, so we didn't go out and get stuff for people. Probably because we didn't have money as well, because there was no job. So I was saving all my money. So this one, I remember getting an electric toothbrush for my husband for Christmas. Yeah,
They say romance is dead.
yeah. It ain't cheap, okay? An electric toothbrush is
I
expensive.
bet it must have been the most romantic gift he got from you.
Yep. At least for 2020.
Okay, so from an electric toothbrush, aside from a house and a car, what's the most expensive thing you've ever bought?
Oh, it's okay.
An electric toothbrush.
No, okay. The people call it a vacuum cleaner, but it's actually an air purifier first, and then a vacuum cleaner. The rainbow vacuum cleaner. That's
Okay.
crazy expensive, but the best investment I ever made. And then the second most expensive is my MacBook.
How does the vacuum cleaner beat the MacBook?
It's really expensive.
You
It's
guys-
really
What kind of a world is
That
this?
better be the best. That better be the best vacuum cleaner. That better
It is, I
clean
swear.
so well.
It does.
That vacuum cleaner better be able to edit on Final Cut Pro.
You guys should Google rainbow vacuum cleaners. It's awesome.
It's
really
okay.
good.
It better be able to play YouTube, and you can log on to Facebook to watch this too. And in typical Azura fashion, that's it. That's the last of our quick follow facts. And I'm sure all of you watching, you've got lots of questions as well. So make sure you send in your comments, post the questions in chat, and hopefully before the end of the show, we can maybe put some out. Maybe Azura can answer some of them. So yeah, money well spent. Vacuum cleaner.
Yes, definitely. You can say anything you want, but like I said, the best investment I ever got. I love it. It even vacuums your mattress, you guys.
All right.
Just mine.
All right. Calm down.
And this
Home
episode
TV
has been
shopping
sponsored
suddenly.
by-
Yeah, sponsored by.
All right, Azura. What we want you to do now, we want you to grab your phone and leave a meaningful voice message for someone special in your life.
After all that crazy, funny stuff, now you want me to leave a meaningful message? That's hard. I've got switch.
Yeah. And not to your vacuum.
Good thing, because it's not here. It's at my dad's house, so I can't. Even if I want to.
Can
Okay,
we
so I
get
do
off
it.
the whole vacuum thing now?
Oh, sorry. Okay, Dad, no more vacuum. Okay, a voice message, right?
Yeah,
Do I say the name? No, right?
it's up to you.
Up to you.
Okay. Hello, beautiful. I know you think it's weird that I'm actually sending you a voice message right now, because normally we would just text or just pick up the phone and call. But these people have been pulling my legs and telling me to drop a message, a special message to you. You know them. They're very special people in my heart, but I want to say thank you for being part of my life. Thank you for being the awesome person that you are, who's always looking out for me. And your birthday is coming up. I would love to take you out, but it's MCO. We can't go anywhere. But, know that you are always in my heart. And no matter what happens, you got me to do everything just like you have me since the day I was born. And I love you for being the best person in my life, the person that I can trust, and the person who's always keeping me in check and making sure that I do not stray, and that I am the best person that I can be. I love you. Yeah. You guys can
Oh,
guess.
Um, I think we can guess, but wow,
Yeah.
that's
that's really sweet.
Really? I know Jen's got
Yeah.
something else to say.
no. It's a lovely message. It's sweet. It's at the end of the day, it's so you. It's something that you would say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, you know what? You know what? We're gonna wait and see if we can get a reply, or if we get a reply before the end of the show. Then maybe Azura, you can share with us. Okay? Is that right?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. On that note, now we want to keep this going. We want to keep you working. Are you up for this, Azura? Are you up for what's going to happen next?
I am scared.
You sure? Okay. All right. Now we're gonna give you 30 seconds to go. Go means go. Get up and fetch two meaningful items, either from your career or from your travels, and then bring them back here and show us. And then let's chat about it. And we're gonna call this the sentimental sweep. Okay? So Angie's got a timer. Yeah, 2 items. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Go.
Oh, I like the music. Oh, Christian.
Oh, music's
Wow.
good.
Oh, nice music.
Well done, Christian. Well done. So
Hey,
I think we're gonna try to put up some photos now. Are we?
Oh, they.
Oh, that's Azura at school.
Oh, that's Azura's husband and her son, and that's her family. She really hasn't aged at all. Oh, you're back.
Azura's
I'm
back.
back.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
That
If it's
That
a
is
vacuum
because-
cleaner, this whole thing is off.
Yeah. Done. I like that music. We just keep it going in the
Yeah.
background the whole time. Okay,
See,
you are back.
the reason I got it fast is because I'm moving house, so some of the stuff already out here. So
Oh, okay. So
okay.
So well done. You did that in under like 15 seconds. 2 items that you're going to share with us, either from your career, your travels, or from both as well. So why don't you share with us your first item?
Of course, my first item, the one that I'm proud of, it'll be my book. Because, who can say that? Well, not I'm sure a lot of people can say it, but, never in my life would I have imagined that I can actually write a book, And the fact that the guy from MPH approached me and said, like, hey, we want to do something that's relatable to Malaysians, to write a book, and you're the best person to write it. Of course, me being overcritical and someone who's always sabotaging myself. And he said, yeah, write the book. And I did it. And the fact that Angela also said yes to write the foreword for this book, it's amazing. And she came down to launch the book. Yeah.
I came down for the launch, and we walked through a bookshop together, and we were walking, massive bookshop, and there it was, and it'd been flipped this way. It wasn't this way. It had been flipped that way, and there was you, and there was your book, and it was so great. It was a really great moment to see it. And
So
I bought 20 copies
really-
on the spot.
Thank you. Thank you for buying that many.
Well, Percy and I still didn't get one, but yeah, fine.
I've got one. It's just invisible.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah. There it is.
Okay,
There it
I'll send it to you guys.
Oh, look at page 2. Great
No, we'll
forward,
look
by the
for it.
way.
We'll look for it.
So this one, of course, I never imagined that, you asked that question, Percy, if I imagined myself being a granny or grandma. Said no, but, after having this book, I'm like, wow, this is something that is really meaningful to be leaving behind for my grandkids to actually read about and check out the pictures and the stuff that I went through, or the wonderful journey that I've had being a TV presenter. So yeah, this one. And I love the fact also that, people have bought this book, they would message me and said, I remember two Disney Buzz fans. They bought the book and they said they read the book and they went for an audition and they got the job. So they're all presenters. And I'm like, really? And yes, your book is like my Bible. And he showed me, it was all like belacan. I mean, Jen knows what belacan is, but it was
So,
he kept the
yeah.
book. It's like it's already not nice looking. That's how much he has read the book, and he really keeps this book as a guide for him. He's still a TV presenter. He's also a radio announcer, and then we have another girl who's also a TV presenter. So I'm like,
Wow.
I've done something
so
good.
rewarding.
This
That's
is right.
that's
my life.
amazing. That's legacy. So just belacan is it's a Malay spice. So basically, the book has been really well read through. With the pages have all been thumbed. So yeah, wow, amazing, Azura.
Yeah, that's nice, right?
You'll be
Very
So
so
that's
nice.
the
proud.
first
You're a
item.
career goal.
Yeah.
You're a
What's
living
your
career
second
goal.
one?
Second one. All right. This one. Check it out. This is the stuff we can get from Update Mall per se. Update Mall page.
I will never live that down. Early shirt and now this.
Oh wow. No,
Yeah.
is that really from Update Mall?
No, unfortunately, no.
Oh.
I got this
It looks
in
like it
Bali.
came.
It looks like from Update Mall, so that's why I bought it. I went to Bali with my siblings, and I said, "Hey, let's get pair of sunnies each that looks weird and funky and cool, so that when we go for our travels together, we would wear this and take a photo, and so we know, like, okay, this is our thing, with the sunglasses." So that's why I love this, and I take this on my holidays as well. But most of the time, we can't get all the siblings together because we're all over the place and everyone's so busy. I can't even remember the last time we had a family holiday. There's 7 of us, by the way, you guys. 2 are in the States. So we do not have a family photo where all of us are together. So, yeah.
Wow.
Two
So
things.
there are 7 of those sunnies somewhere in the world.
Somewhere in the world.
Yes.
It's really
Azura,
sweet,
thank you
though.
so much. Yeah, it's really sweet. Thank you so much for sharing. And of course, your family means a lot to you. So we're going to stick to that. And of course, you have a wonderful husband and the cutest little boy. Can you tell us about them?
Chris. Chris. He's Brazilian. He's a good man. Met him while shooting, believe it or not. He's into fitness. He teaches capoeira here in Malaysia. He's got his own studio called Kaboku, and he's all about health. So the program that I was doing back then was about health. So that's how we met. And after the 3rd episode, he just asked me out. You know me, I'm so naive, right? I'm like, oh, okay, there's this Mat Saleh or this Brazilian guy. I bet he doesn't know how awesome the Malaysian food we have here in Malaysia. So I said, okay, let's go. I'll take you out. So that's me being like the tour guide, but he had other intentions. So we dated for 5 years, and then we finally got married. And now we have a son, Zaydan. He's 3, September before. And yeah, it's great. I never thought that I would have a kid, because I always look at myself as just going out there, working, enjoying life, traveling here and there. But now having Zaydan and a husband, it's interesting. And I love the fact that I can do all that with my little person and with Chris as well. And Chris is someone who's always keeping me in check. I'm the kind who would just go with the flow, but he is very like, okay, what do we do next? He needs to plan everything. It gets stressful sometimes, just go with the flow. But I believe that you need someone to help you or to make sure that you are in check at all times. So yeah, Chris is that. And Zaydan is just crazy. I think it's karma. He just
He
cannot
has
sit
crazy
still.
energy. Yeah, he has a crazy hyper energy.
Yeah, and I always forget when I tell people, they'll be like, he's like you. He's like Chris. It's a combination of both. So you can imagine how crazy that boy can get. But with that said, I'm just very thankful and happy that he is the way he is, that he is active, he's energized at all times, he's always curious. So that's a good thing. I would be very sad if that child is just sitting at the corner and not doing anything. Because I know some kids are like that. That's their personality. But to have my child, to have my personality and Chris's personality is great. So that means if I were to push him off a tall slide, I wouldn't have any problem because I knew he'll enjoy it. So yeah.
So looks like he's not going to be an archaeologist then.
No. Oh my gosh, talking about that, my sister and my niece are like, oh Azura, you gotta put him in a drama school because he's already acting. Yesterday he was just acting his way throughout the night, pretending that he's an angry person and he loves shooting games, so he's always pretending to die. And then he'll shoot me and say, die, mama, die. I'm like, okay, die. Mama, you must die. And he would do the whole thing. Like when I shoot him with a machine gun, I go like, he'll be like, He'll literally die.
You got an action star there.
Yeah.
How old is he again? He's 2 or 3? 2.
Three and a
Three.
half.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he loves sports. And you know, when you interview all these athletes, when you ask them, oh, when did this whole love of playing squash or tennis start? Most of them would say, oh, I started playing at the age of 2. I started playing at the age of 3, at that tender age. And I'm seeing it in Zaidan. He's doing capoeira, or he started doing capoeira at 2 because the father teaches capoeira. And he still loves capoeira. Whenever he hears the birimbau plays, he will start doing his ginga movement. And then Jen, I brought him to a trial tennis lesson and he
Nice.
loved it. But MCO, I can't take him out that much. So I hope and I want to groom him into becoming an athlete, hopefully, to represent Malaysia in some form of sports. So yeah, that part I'm very proud. I can say that, yeah, my son started doing this at the age of 2.
You should be so proud. You sound like an amazing parent. But why don't you tell us briefly about what your parents and your grandparents are like? I mean, who are they? What did they do? Did you inherit or learn anything from them?
Okay, I never met my grandparents. I Even if I did, I don't remember. I think I was 4 when my grandmother on my mom's side passed away. So my dad's parents I never met. My grandmother, from the stories I heard, she was very, very strict. And I remember at one point that I am a mischievous person. So when I was a child, I would trick her into doing something that she's not supposed to. So there was this one time. This is the one thing that I remember of her. It was my nap time, and she wanted to put me to sleep. So I said, I didn't want to go. I don't want to go to sleep. So she was like, you got to do it. And she's got this ladle with her to make sure that, I go to sleep. So I said, okay. So I pretended to sleep until she fell asleep. And I would go out and go to my auntie's house, which is just down the street. And I would hang out at her place. And then she would get so angry and will report to my mother and say, you got to do something with this child of yours. She doesn't listen. Sounds familiar? Oh no! Now I know why Zaidan doesn't listen. Oh gosh!
She
All right.
was a quiet rebel.
A rebel, yeah. Zaidan's a rebel, just like me. Because I was a rebel when I was a child. And with my parents, my mom and dad, my mom was the strict one. She was super duper strict. She has this aura that every morning before. We need to wake up at 6 in the morning because number one, we got to do our prayers, our subuh prayers, and then we got to go to school, obviously. So, like some parents would come in and go like, knock on the door, wake up, it's time to go to school. Not my mom. She would just come and bang, wake up, it's time to go to school, it's time for prayers. It came to a point that she didn't have to go to the door. She would just have to switch on the lights in her room and we would all be awake already. That was how strict she was and scary. But, but she was an amazing woman. I believe I've inherited some of the good things, some good traits from her. A perseverance, as strict as she can get, but she was also the fun mom. She took my siblings and I clubbing because she loved to dance. She was also an athlete in school. So I took that from her as well. And she loved scuba diving. She loved to travel and dance. She was a workaholic, but she made sure that she had time for her children. So I remember my mom doing so many things. She was such a multitasker that I always wonder where she gets the energy from. She would say that, oh, I only need 2 hours of sleep and I can go on like an Energizer bunny. And it's true because I rarely see her sleep, which is weird. But she always has got that energy. And I know it's bad. I get that sometimes. Like, it's okay. I just need 2, 3 hours of sleep and move on to the next thing. But I've learned that I need to listen to my body so that I don't fall sick. Because, in order to take care of others, you need to take care of myself. And right now, I'm taking care of my dad and my children, my son Zaydan. So I got to make sure that that's in check. So my dad, on the other hand, is the quiet one. Rarely hear his voice. Um, I think I only remembered one time that he got angry with me, and he actually hit me on my shoulders. That one time. My parents, they don't hit us. They only bring us to the room and talk to us. So that was kind of nice. Like, I know some family members, they would have the belt, the rotan, even the hanger, but not in my household. We have the rotan, but the rotan was used to hit the doors and the sofas, not on us. That was nice. And my dad hit me one time because I actually hit my brother because he didn't listen to me. Because I was mopping the kitchen floor, and I told him and Tasha, my niece, to not come into the kitchen because you are going to fall and slip because it's slippery. And it happened. They fell and then they cried. I got angry and I hit them. And then my dad hit me.
And they cried again.
Yeah. So yeah, like, growing up in our household was very, very fun, and still is fun because my mother came from a very initially she came from a very wealthy family, and then her father died. So, and then the mother didn't know how to read and write, so they had to restart everything. So my mom at the age of 6 had to help her mother to sell curry puff in school. So she had a hard life after that. So that made her very strong and resilient and very um, would go for whatever that she wants in life. And she kind of brought that to us as well, that we didn't have everything that we wanted. I had a lot of hand-me-downs. We didn't have toys when growing up. We had to be creative, but we understood why. So my mom was also instilling the whole thing of knowing where you come from and then working your way up is very, very important, and keeping yourself humble at all times will get you far in life. So yeah, now that my mom's not around anymore, I notice not just myself but my siblings, Shazana, Kaina, and everyone else. We notice ourselves repeating every advice that my mom used to give us. So it's kind of weird. And she said that family is very important.
Yeah.
You have 7 siblings. Nobody should get in between you. Blood is thicker than water. So I'm very proud to say, I mean, even before when we were in Disney, you guys knew how close I am with my siblings. We're like that tight. We're very tight until today. So anything that comes in between us, that's nothing actually. We would always put our siblings first and make sure that if someone is in trouble, there's always one person that will come in and help out in any way possible. So yeah, that's how I grew up. I don't know if that's a lot of love, but I guess there is a lot of love between our siblings.
Azura,
Yeah.
you mentioned you have 7 siblings. I mean, how different are you?
Um, okay. Here's the thing. I grew up as a very shy person. I think that's why my mom put us, like myself, my brother, into all these commercials and a choir group, basically to get us out of this cocoon. And even till today, I am very shy. So, like my other siblings, like my sister, she's not shy at all. She has no shame. Zarina, okay, Jen knows. And then there's ID and Izaha, who is also they have no shame as well. But then I didn't grow up as much with them because they're in the States and they were in boarding school, so I didn't spend that much time with them. But we're still very close, love each other very much. Izaha is a party animal. Um, Myself, shy. I like to think that I am a party animal, but I'm also an obedient person. That one for sure. I'm obedient. I follow the rules at all times. And I think I have a bit of everybody in me. Yeah. I have the little ones too. Effendi is very sensitive. I'm not sensitive. Imran is very strict, the youngest one. He's a pilot. And Shazana is like my mother. She's a go-getter. She doesn't stop. And yeah, I'm just like in between.
Yeah, you add a really, all of you, the dynamic between you and your siblings, there's just so much interest. I mean, that alone could make an entire soap opera and a real series.
We actually wanted to do like an animation of us. So weird.
You
Zarina
don't need
was-
to. You guys are animated enough. I think.
But, well, talk about animation. Azura, is there a pointless skill that you have? Because we.
Oh yeah, I've got so many pointless skill. What are you talking about? Of course I do. Plenty of them. Which ones do you want to see? Okay, wait. So all right.
Embarrassing one.
Most embarrassing one. Oh yeah, I do have. I mean, because I started learning capoeira when I married Chris, and I was doing it for a while, and then I got lazy. Also because I was traveling so much that I didn't have time to do it. It's just very tiring. So you learn all these movements. Of course, I don't know how to do the flips and whatnot, but I did learn how to do this one particular pose. But I really don't know what the point is.
Show
Well,
us
it's
that.
pointless.
We want to see it.
It's pointless, exactly.
Let's see it.
Perfect. Perfect that you're asking me this question. So now I can actually use it for something useful. So
Okay,
yeah.
come on. We
Okay.
want to see it.
All right.
All right. All right. What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna get four. Okay. Okay.
Wait.
This pointless better be good.
First,
Yeah,
I need
there
to
must
put
be a
it-
point to this pointless skill.
Okay. I hope so. It's
This is-
pointing to somewhere.
Wait. But first, I need to put this on my tripod.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to
Yeah, get on the phone first, Azura.
Are you using your phone, Azura? I think
you
you
guys
maybe
see
have
me?
to. No.
We can-
Oh, there we go.
yeah,
Yeah. Yes.
There.
All right.
There. We can see you now.
I
Oh
am looking
man,
at
what's gonna
myself
happen
now.
here?
At myself. But first, I need to see. Can you guys see?
See you.
All this setup better be
Okay.
better be
scared.
good, Azura.
Okay,
I
I'm
know.
actually scared.
I'm scared
This
too.
is the skill that is totally.
There-
What?
We are live, guys. We are live. Just to remind Azura.
Myself now.
The kids' TV presenter.
We're totally live. Is it
Yes.
frozen, Azura? Are you frozen? Oh, okay. Oh, it's okay. We can start to see that. We're back live, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
What is that?
Oh, okay.
What are you doing? What? What are you doing?
That's just classic.
You
Yeah, we see it.
you took your phone, put it on a tripod for us to see that?
That's the best.
What is? I just my eyes, my eyes. What did I
But
just
come on.
see?
Deep down inside, you're thinking, oh, well, that's pretty cool.
No, just deep down inside, we're thinking that is truly pointless.
Yes.
Okay, deep down inside, we're thinking maybe we're should we do this show? Should we continue doing this show?
Yeah, it's pretty pointless now, isn't it?
Yeah. What are we unleashing in the world?
I have no idea what we're unleashing. I can't believe we're live.
I don't
It
know.
was
We're
Percy's
definitely
idea to go live with this, so.
But
We're
you know what?
definitely live.
Thank you for asking me about having if I do have a pointless skill, because I get to show it off. So now everybody knows that I can do that. If not, what would be the next time for me to do that, you know?
Azura, there won't be a next
Yeah.
time.
Exactly. So that's why. Thank you. Thank you.
Sure, you're welcome. All right, so
You're welcome.
You've
Sorry to the
been,
world, but you're welcome, Azura.
yeah, sorry everyone. Sorry everyone on Facebook. Sorry everyone on YouTube. So, Azura, you've been a hugely successful, and we can say that, a TV presenter. You've been a radio DJ. You still have your show, your adventure show that's been running for so long, Explorasi. You've sung in musicals, and you're even an author. What would you say you are most proud of?
As in with all that I've done, or just
Just what are you most proud of? For you, if you said to your future grandkids, "This is what I'm proud of, guys," what would you say?
I would say with all that I have done, I would say that I am proud that I am able and still be humble throughout my journey. I mean, I didn't see it, but a lot of people have come and told me that, Azura, you're so humble. You remember, you're not as what we think that you would be. Whenever someone come and say hello to me, they didn't expect that I would be so nice to people. So the whole point of being humble is something that I'm very proud of. And I do believe as well that it has helped me in my career, in my journey in TV presenting, and then moved on to radio hosting and whatnot. So yeah, because I remember that my mother always told me that no matter how high you go, you need to remember that it's the people who have been supporting you this whole time is the reason why you're there. So remember to always come back down and appreciate them. So that's ingrained in me. So that's why on my Instagram or even on my Facebook, as much as I can, I will reply to their messages. I will respond to them. And it's nice, when they get a message from me, they're like, "Oh, I didn't expect you would reply to me. I thought that would be like someone else who manages you would reply." But yeah, so I'm happy to say that I've made a lot of new friendships from those who used to be a Disney Buzz fans, and now they're calling me their friend. So I'm proud of that, to be able to do that, So yeah.
And that's probably why you've maintained a long and successful career, because a lot of presenting careers, they burn out. But you've managed to stay presenting, stay top of mind, because you treat people well, and people want to work with people they like, and I think that's important. So, what advice do you think your 80-year-old future Azura would give you today? The Azura today, what would your 80-year-old future Azura give you?
Oh, a lot. One thing's for sure is I would tell the younger Azura to do not procrastinate. Learn to say no. I'm still a master of procrastination, but do not procrastinate. Learn to say no. I know I have this issue since I was a kid. I am always saying yes to everything, even when I do not like to do certain things or when I don't agree with things. So learn to say no, because you're not 50% of the world will like you, the other 50 may not like you. So you just do you, If you're not happy about something, say no. And then be kind to others. Still doing it, but be kind to others, and don't also forget to be kind to the environment too. So that will be learn about money management. That's it. Money management is important.
You're so random at it.
I know. Yeah, I am random.
I think that's important. I think 80-year-old Azura has got a point.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't learn about money in school, man. And I believe that this generation right now, they're so lucky to be able to get a lot of information just by snapping their fingers, going to the internet and whatnot. There's always courses and things that you can find about what it is that you want to learn. Like during your time, Jen, Ange, and Percy, you guys had
Ooh, they stayed there.
Yes. Wow, that was a backhanded coming our way.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow.
I kid. But look at you guys now. You guys are awesome.
And because of that, someone's ringing my doorbell now. I'm recording a live show. Stay away.
Azura, let me just remind you that you know Knife by Rockwell, so we're kind of the same age. That equalizes everything.
That's
You cannot
true.
be, you You cannot be. You cannot look down on us. We the same age. We the same age.
Oh, am I looking down? No. Okay. So, no, but seriously, money management again. This generation, they're so lucky to be able to learn anything they want. Just by typing it in, boom, it's there. But I believe that it is an important knowledge that every person must have. So 80-year-old Azura will tell Azura, go learn about money, learn to invest, learn how to save up.
80-year-old Azura is living on instant noodles, one instant noodle a day. That's why.
With no teeth left and going.
And this old vacuum cleaner that doesn't work.
all I have is this vacuum cleaner.
I spent too much money on this vacuum cleaner. Now I can't eat.
Oh, Azura, you are as bonkers as ever. I only have just one last question for you, just from me. It's like, when in your life, right, were you the happiest?
Okay, I mean, I'm sure everyone's going to say that, boring. I truly and honestly believe I was at my happiest during Disney Buzz. That I don't think I'm living in the past, because it is just something that I relive every single moment. When I feel sad and whatnot, I always go back to Disney Bus where you guys are there. Ange, Purse, the bus crew, Jimmy Bong, all, all the guys. They just make me happy, because that was the moment that I was with people who I felt were very, very genuine and very they're out there to teach me, because I was the baby in the group, so I felt loved. I felt like people were just telling me to be the best that I can be. So yeah, that was my happiest moment. Disney Buzz days. The 4 years that we were together, I was just happy. It was my playground. It was my second home. The set was my second home. I looked forward to go to work every day. I wouldn't even call it work. It was just a playground, And you guys were funny. And, you guys allowed me to be me, to be random. And I feel that was when I blossomed. I found myself pretty much, that I can be funny and I can be knowledgeable.
No, you're not funny. You're not funny. Let's just get that. Let's just get that straight, please. No,
Ace, this is my moment, Ace.
Yeah, your time.
It's my time. Ouch.
It's your time. It's your time.
So yeah, that's my best moment until today. Being here with you guys, again, happy moment. I feel like I can be myself. I could be silly. I could be stupid. People, you guys won't judge. I mean, you guys will, but you make it not obvious.
We will judge, but we love you anyway.
Yeah, so that's important.
Yeah. We're like family.
You can't see my eyes rolling because of the Botox. That's why.
No one can see past that Botox.
Azura.
Everyone is watching on Facebook Live. These bunch of people, these are some of the most awesome and my favorite people on the planet. I again, if there was a moment in time, if this whole pandemic is over, my dream is to go on holidays with these people, because I've had so many memorable holidays with them, and it's really, really awesome. They're just, I don't know, I just can't say enough. They're really awesome people. I love those
and those holidays were the worst for all of us.
I love that.
It's that shirt. I'm with this idiot shirt. That's the one.
Yeah.
It's forever cemented in my memory. It's now on Facebook Live. It's going to be on YouTube. Yep. I will not live that down. So, Azura, we know you to be fearless, but what is something that you're surprisingly brave about? Surprisingly. Is there anything that will surprise us about you being brave about?
Being brave about it. I think. Oh, okay. It can be the past, right?
Yeah.
I thought that I was going to crumble when my mom passed away, but surprisingly, I was okay. I was able to let go and not feel so bad about the whole situation because we all knew that my mother was suffering for the longest time. So when my mom passed away, yeah, we were sad. I was afraid that I couldn't go on with my work because she was the backbone, she was the manager, she was telling me what to do. She basically set the path for me. And when she passed, I said, okay, that's it. What am I going to do with work? How am I going to move on? And I was fine because it's all about learning. And I had my sister Kaina to guide me. It was tough in the beginning, but I was surprisingly brave enough to make my own decisions for once. Because previously, my mother was the one who made all the decisions for me. So, yeah. And that was the part where I thought that, wow, I can do it even without my mother. When my mother passed away, we were sad, but all of us had a sigh of relief, like, good that she doesn't have to suffer anymore. So, yeah, I know she's in a happy place right now. She's probably going, "How dare you do this to Zarina? How dare you do it?" But I think she's in a happy place. I'm sure she's
But
very proud of me. She may not say
how
it
can she
before,
not be?
but yeah. So that's it. That's
I'm, sh-
my
I'm sure she
surprisingly.
is. Well, it's the love, isn't it? I mean, because if you've got so much love from her and so much learning from her that she just continues to live on in you,
Yeah,
and
correct.
that's another Lion King reference for you. He lives on in you.
That's fine.
There you go.
But okay,
No, but
my family, we didn't. There were very minimal affection in the family. So sometimes saying "I love you" or giving hugs is not a thing that we do at home. So it's very difficult. But among the siblings, we're good. So that's why when I said that I'm sure my mom would have been proud of me, it's because I know she is, but she doesn't really say it as much because the whole household was military style. But we knew my parents loved us, and we know that they're very proud of what we have achieved, all seven of us. So yeah,
how about you, Azura? How would you like to be remembered?
I would like to be remembered as the person who puts smiles on people's faces, and I've actually impacted them in some ways, you know. And I do know that I've gotten messages from our fans, Disney Buzz fans, saying that uh, thanking me for being part of their childhood, you know, being that person that they want to be when they grow up. And I also wanted people to remember that I am the person who's always smiling and who's always, you know, giving out positivity to the world. And of course, I love animals, and that they will also make sure that, you know, they have that little bit in them to save the environment as well. So
Man,
yeah, I think that's it.
Azura, it's unbelievable, but really, thank you so much for choosing to spend time with us building this time capsule. I mean, we all know we want to find purpose and meaning in our lives, but ultimately, it's about our legacy and what we leave behind for the next generation. So, as we close the show and you're closing the lid, you get to leave a message. What do you want to say to your future grandkids now?
Uh, Dear future grandkids, it's me, Azura. I'm awesome. So, first things first. You can go out and try and do the things that I did, but know that you will never be as awesome as me. No, I'm kidding. I kid. But seriously, in life, there will be ups and downs, but know that the love of a family, to always keep your family close at all time, because blood is thicker than water. Family is everything. And to always remember to be humble, because it is an attribute that is very important for you to have to go far in this world. And it's also very important that you never trade your values to other things. Family values, all the values that have been taught by your parents, keep it with you for the rest of your lives. And also, have integrity in everything that you do. If you feel that something is not right, fight for it. Don't just accept. Argue if you think that you have an information that may be better than what you're getting, you know? Argue, ask questions, and have the integrity to decide on things that will benefit not just yourself, but the society and the environment too. And never give up in pursuing your dreams. It's going to be tough, no doubt, but if you put your heart and mind to it, you can achieve anything and everything. My mother was a proof of that because she went out to get whatever that she wanted and she passed that on to me and my siblings. So another important thing that I got from my mother and from Ange when I first started doing TV presenting is to always be yourself. Be true to yourself. Be you. At the end of the day, when you are you, you you can be happy. You can do whatever you want, and you're not going to be tired of pleasing other people because you're just you. Always remember that 50% of the world will love you, the other 50 may not love you. Who cares? You know, as long as you are out there putting smiles on people's faces, doing good to nature, doing good to society, doing good to your family, then you're all good. So, yeah, remember to always be yourself because that's what I remember every single day from my mother, from my sister, from Ange, to always be yourself. Oh, if you don't know Ange, she's the person who found me for Disney Bus. That's Ange.
I'm
So,
almost
yeah.
speechless, and I can guarantee more than 50% love you right now listening to that.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much, Azura, for being our guest today on Dear Future Grandkids. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you guys for having me. You know, we're past 2 minutes, but I guess it's fine, right? I wish we could chat longer and have more fun. I miss you guys.
We missed you.
Miss you. It's so great to have you on the show, Azura. And thank you to all our lovely viewers for joining in as well. And always remember that life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Well, thanks everyone for watching Dear Future Grandkids. A shout out to everyone who watched. I saw comments from Kuwait, from Taiwan, of course, from Malaysia, from the Philippines, from Hong Kong, from Singapore. Thank you, all of you, from watching. This is Percy. That's Jen. That's Ange. And thanks again to our lovely and radiant and forever inspiring, forever energetic guest, Azura. We love you so much.
Thank you so
And
much.
goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone. See you next time.
Bye.